In the Pinewood Builders Sahara complex, a terrorist organization known as the Mayhem Syndicate has begun attacks on major roads and supply lines, as well as the mega miners complex and railways. Pinewood has mobilized forces to retake a critical train station. The terrorists engaged in guerrilla warfare and took out one tank and a jeep division. The last of Pinewood forces managed to call in an air and missile strike. Pinewood forces won a decisive but difficult victory at the station. The Pinewood Corporation possesses an edge in communications technology since their recent Project Advantage initiative. Project Advantage is rumored to be orbital strike technology in violation of the 1967 Outer Space Treaty. However, Pinewood spokespersons have denied this.
Who are you and what are you doing in my office?
The shipment and trading of resources continues after the Mayhem Syndicate assault, and new security team tanks are brought in for defense, as well as defense turrets. The new tank, known as the Omni-01, was developed in part by the manufacturing company Xylem Technologies. Xylem spokesman Omni has stated the tank will be used to keep peace in the Sahara against syndicate insurgencies. Pinewood has also begun using Mark II breakthrough tank destroyers. The Mark II breakthrough wheeled tank destroyer was developed by Pinewood to be sold to militaries and paramilitary groups. After the Mayhem Syndicate secured the train station, they managed to acquire 7 Pinewood Sherman tanks and 3 AV-6 infantry fighting vehicles, as well as an unknown amount of missiles. The breakthrough began being produced for security personnel to destroy any tanks the Mayhem Syndicate acquired, as well as missions in the Syndicate-controlled areas in the Sahara Desert. Head designer Vaughn Meadow has stated, "The breakthrough will perform excellently in the rough terrain of the Sahara and will act as a cheaper alternative to the Omni." Meanwhile, Pinewood Corporation has begun military peacekeeping operations in the Sahara to exterminate syndicate forces. Pinewood has also added an increased security and military presence in the mega miners complex to protect valuable resources needed across facilities. Miners' skirmishes have since broken out between miners and syndicates before Pinewood Builders forces arrived. On May 15th, missile strikes began on potential syndicate builders. Syndicates, however, have also been relentless in their attacks. They are operating from unknown locations within the vast computer core complex. Security members have also reported they had an excellent awareness of the computer core's locations, most likely due to the data that has been stolen from the Wyoming storage facility. This new conflict between the Mayhem Syndicate and Pinewood Builders will be a costly one. A single core meltdown would cost Pinewood Builders billions in damages, not to mention countless lawsuits from the families of employees who happened to be at the facility at the time. The effects of a freeze down are still being studied, but Pinewood Builders scientists believe it could be a world-ending event. The security team budget has already tripled to prevent any meltdowns in syndicate operations. We can only hope that this conflict is resolved soon.